Hi students, let's look at this question here which was taken from the year 2019 SAJC paper 1 question 1. This question is on the what is it called? Transformation of graph. So you're told that this graph is actually y equals to 2f3 minus x. The graph passes through the origin O and two other points A, which is this one here. Pretty cool. This part. And then B, which is actually the intersection point. Is A the minimum point? They did not say, right? The equation of the vertical and horizontal. Why didn't say that is the minimum point? They should state that it's a minimum point, right? A should be a minimum point. Because if not, you're not able to solve A, but it's okay. Let me check. Okay, so this question here is bigly phrased. You should state that A is the minimum point, but it didn't, so it's fine. Because it just said it passes through, it may not be true. But anyway, you're asked to state the range of value of K such that the equation f3 minus x equals to K has exactly two negative roots. So anyway, we're gonna first identify what is this graph here with respect to the graph that we are given, which is this one here. So if you want to find f3 minus x, right, which is y over 2, is actually a transformation of just scaling scale factor of half. I think most of you already know that. In other words, this will be 1. Just divided by 2. The shape will be the same. All the y value will just divided by 2. So if this is divided by 2, this will be minus 9 over 8. Okay? Y value. So some of you are working when you send me, I think you divide by the x value. But anyway, this is the y value. So you are looking at this is this divided by 2 will be minus 1. This over here cancel. This will be 9 over 8. So 9 over 8, sorry. 9 over 8. So you get this graph here, which is exactly the same graph that you get. And you want the K, which is the horizontal line, to cut the curve exactly two negative roots. Two negative roots means you want the root to be here. These are negative roots here. These are negative roots. You're looking at negative roots here. Negative roots will just means that you want the negative x, okay, values. Negative x solutions. So like I say, this question wasn't phrased properly. I'm not sure why. You should just assume that it's the minimum point. If that's not the minimum point, you can't possibly tell the range exactly. So anyway, the range, the two negative will be here, this region here, right? And exactly 2. So you can't equal to minus 9 over 8 because this will be exactly 1. So basically what you need to do is just this is a B1 mark. B1 mark just means there's no working mark required. So your K will just be minus 1. wait. Yeah. 2 minus 9 over 8. Hey! Sorry. Minus 9 over 8. 2K. Yeah, I need between that value there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, my bad. So that's the answer, I guess. Yeah, so there you go. Right, that's about it. Let's look at B. B, by stating a sequence of transformation which transform the graph of y this onto that one, find the coordinates of minimum point. Like I said, they never say A is a minimum point. This is something which I don't agree with. So anyway, the graph, okay, whatever. So find the coordinates of minimum point of the graph y equals at 3 plus x. Okay. Also write down the equations of the vertical, asymptotes, and horizontal. Actually, you're not actually asked to sketch curve. So what you're asked to do is actually to state the sequence of two transformation. Okay, so that's the one that carry mark. I reckon that each one transformation will carry 1 mark. So then find the minimum point of the graph of the resulting curve. So that is about it. So I don't think it's a very difficult question here per se. So what we're going to do is actually just write down y equals to 2f3 minus x to this graph here. So we're looking at how it's being transformed to this y equals to f3 plus x. Okay, so I don't think it's I think it's okay. the first transformation is replacing, I think there are only two transformations here, which is correct. So one is replacing, okay, I do not know y with y over 2. I'm just going to use this method, okay? It depends on what kind of school method they are using. Then the other is replace x with minus x, okay? So if you replace y with y over 2, this will be y over 2, this like that. Then this will be y equals to 2f3 minus x. Then after that, you replace x with minus x. So this part here is okay. So the transformation, the first transformation, it doesn't have to be in sequential order. Just the two will do. So the first one would be scaling scaling with a factor of 2 factor of half parallel to the y-axis. Okay, this is one. Second one would be reflection about the y-axis. So these are the two transformations that you're looking at. Okay. Then what? Then find the coordinate. Yeah, that's about it. So you need to state the two transformation first, because that's the first 2 marks. Okay. Then after that, find the coordinate of minimum point of the graph of y plus 3x. So write down the equation of vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote. Okay, so this will be 1 mark, this is 2 mark, this is 1 mark, and this is 1 mark. Just nice 5 marks. Okay, it's really a giveaway mark if you don't take it. So we look at replace y, so scale factor of half. So we write down the minimum point a which is okay. Thankfully I got a screen here which I can refer to, -9. Okay, so we want scale factor of half, y-axis, -8, 9 over 8, minus x. So we get basically after the two transformation, 1/2 VA, then reflection about the y-axis will mean that your x value just swap over. This will be the new mean point. I'm not going to label it as A. I'm just going to write the new mean point will be 3 minus 9 over 8. Okay, that's it. Then subsequently, vertical asymptote will be x equals to 1. So x equals to 1, the first transformation will only affect y. It doesn't really care. But the second transformation will actually affect it. So after the first transformation and second transformation, if just so you know, x will just be 1. Then this will be, after the second one will be x equals to -1. So this is the new VA. And whereas they want the horizontal asymptote, which is y equals to -2. So this part here, the first one, will also affect y equals -2. There will be y equals to -1/2, -1, just divide by 2. Then 2 will just be the same. It won't affect, so it just be the new horizontal asymptote. You don't really need to write this down, but I just write it down just so you know that what does what. Okay, that's about it. I think this question is pretty okay. Any question or comments, please let me know. Keep practicing. Text me. WhatsApp me. Get home. I'll get back to you. Bye.